We're living in a time obsessed with immediacy. Everything is wanted now, now, now. From the instant gratification of a like on a social post, to the expectation of instant answers in conversation, to the pressure for rapid decisions, fast results, faster weight loss. Everywhere you look, speed is the currency. You crave immediate knowledge, immediate transformation and quick wins. You want your body to change overnight, your relationships to feel movie perfect from the beginning, and your career to reach its peak exactly on schedule. This constant pursuit of immediacy breeds a deep inner frustration. And while there's absolutely a time and a place for urgency and fast results, there's a skill that's more vital than ever, one that needs to be encouraged and practiced, which is time and patience. It shows up everywhere. From conversation, it looks like giving space for silence, allowing someone the time to think and respond, instead of rushing to fill the gap, because we're uncomfortable with the silence ourselves. In meetings, it's about not expecting instant contributions from everyone, because everyone works in different time frames and different thought processing. It looks like creating space for those who do process more deeply and may need time beyond the meeting to reflect. It's in your work. When you push for results too quickly, you sacrifice detail and depth. You skip over the learning, the nuance, the experience, all the things that build true expertise. Knowledge gained in an instant is surface level. It's only through experience, when it's lived, when it's applied over time in different scenarios, different situations, that it becomes wisdom. Relationships are no different. Real connection is not built through instant chemistry alone, but through time invested, by leaning into disagreements, listening deeply to perspectives different from your own, and resisting the urge to judge simply because something isn't familiar. The most enduring relationships are those that evolve slowly and can withstand tension because you've taken time to understand, not just to react. Think about your best relationships. They're not the ones where you're afraid to speak up. They're not the ones where you're afraid to say what you think if it differs from the other person. They're the ones where you can disagree and then have a conversation around it from a place of curiosity. Leadership requires the same approach. The irony here is that when you rush, when you want people to operate faster and do more, mistakes happen. Engagement drops and people disengage. You need to slow down to speed up. For example, when you pause long enough to truly see people, their qualities, their strengths and individuality, what you do is you create the conditions for them to flourish, to start to see their own strengths, because you've created an environment of safety. That's when commitment deepens and collaboration strengthens. Even in conversation, when you feel excited to respond, hold back for a moment. Make a note of your thought. Express that you're eager to share, but prioritize finishing listening. Now, you can do this by, even if you need to note down what you're thinking so you don't lose it, but by saying, I'm just making note because I'm so invested and I want to hear what you have to say. But I also just have something that I want to share with you when finished, but I'm all ears. That simple pause and that shift of prioritizing the time to listen to the other person, make them feel valued and seen and heard, that transforms connection. The same principle applies to your health. The impatience for instant change drives people into extremes, from crash diets, restrictive habits, unrealistic expectations, taking out food that they desperately need. The nourishment and the healthy nutrition, all of those, they damage the very systems that you're trying to improve. But when you slow down and focus on building strength, lowering your cortisol, nurturing inner balance, and absorbing and eating foods that build and enhance and nourish, and you create stillness within yourself, the result is a body and mind that is resilient, grounded, and at peace. If there's one message that I ask that you take from all of this, it's embrace time. Learn to slow down with yourself and with others. You don't need immediate results from every action, interaction, or ambition. In fact, the more you try to control and rush, the less control you actually have. Pay close attention instead to your thoughts, your actions, your values, your inner dialogue, and the way that you treat others. Notice the impact you create and how it's felt around you. Slow down, honor yourself. When you begin to take the time to observe, slow down, breathe, and engage fully and deeply, that's where real growth, real connection, real relationships, and real results begin.